We're live. All Things Hip Hop, Episode 2. For those who don't know hip hop, All Things Hip Hop is a hip hop literacy program. We like to say we give sight to the blind. You know, a lot of people out there who really hip hop inclined, you know what that means. But today's topic is relevance in hip hop and what it means. Big Justin Real, could you explain to the people what relevance in hip hop means and who's relevant to you, subjectively speaking, things of that nature?
There's a lot of motherfuckers a lot of people relevant, but the people I listen to that's relevant are like some of the old school cats. Like I said, I like Nas, I like Nigga Fonte, I like Drake, J. Cole, shit. And I mean, these are all relevant people. Uh, man, everybody's relevant though. Lil Wayne is relevant. I like Lil Wayne too. Shit. All these niggas is basically relevant because they have some kind of presence. They putting shit out. But people that I'm feeling and I think are like, doing their thing, that's the people I just named, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a few more, I can't think of everybody, but that's it, really, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, I'm feeling that. You give a list. That's I can respect anybody who stands on things, and I feel like hip hop should always be left open. Our hip hop back in the day, for example, is knowledge reigns supreme over everyone. You have to have that's KRS One. You have to have knowledge of the matter. So, what about like Meek Mill, Little Durk, Webby? Are you feeling them? Because it seems you're saying relevance to you is who you're feeling, which makes perfect sense. Because we want you people comment who's relevant to you. Hampton's here in the studio with us tonight. He opted off. But he hasn't given us his list yet. We're gonna get it. He can leave his comments online. Check his Facebook. All Things Hip Hop. He's connected.
Hold up.
We want to know what hip hop is.
Hold
Who's
up.
relevant?
You asked me a question.
Go ahead.
I'm not really feeling like what's the name? You said Meek
Meek
Mills.
Mill, Little Dirk, Webby. Those guys, Chief Keef, aka Love Sosa,
I'm not feeling none of them niggas, but shit, Webby alright. Webby funny as hell, and he could rap too. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of them cats you name, I don't really know Lil Durk catalog at all. You know what I mean? And I don't Meek Mill. I'm not feeling his music. He make the streets feel him, I guess, because he's saying what he's doing, what he's done. Chief Keef, I'm not into that type of music he make at all. That shit don't motivate me at all. That's my opinion of his brand of music.
okay, okay, you still go ahead.
Who else you had said?
No, it was. I started with those three. Thank you, did a great job. Lil Durk, Webby, Meek Mill. Well, now what about say a Cormega, another crop, a Noriega, French Montana? Are they relevant?
I mean, yeah, they relevant, but I'm gonna say this: I'm not really feeling Frenchy music too much because I just don't feel his music like that. I like him better when he's on underground. But Cormega is he relevant because he represents a certain brand of hip hop. So niggas gonna be relevant on that level, the underground. You know what I mean? He's one of the more popular underground artists. You know what I mean? And who else you said?
Nori and you already said what
But
you
I
feel
like
about Frenchie.
Noriega. I like Capone and Noriega. They alright. But I like Nori because he's a hilarious person. You know what I mean? His personality, like the shit he doing now with the drink champs and all that, that shit be funny as hell.
He is a hilarious guy. Peace to Nori.
It's the word.
Go get the Mega Philosophy too, y'all. If y'all didn't go get that Core Mega Philosophy, go get it. It's a real nice piece of work. Large Professor did a lot of stuff on it.
I
It's a
think
nice
he
piece of work.
produced the whole joint, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
may have. I know he was happy with that joint. So, is it safe to say a person's relevant when you're feeling them?
I mean, nah, I can't say that all the way around the board. And when they making some impactful shit that whichever level motherfuckers is on. Like if they underground, on the underground, people want to hear that shit. If they mainstream, it's like, oh, okay, motherfucker want to hear it. Like, oh, that shit's a banger. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean. What I'm saying.
Okay, so you just mentioned underground and you mentioned mainstream. Can you elaborate to the people and explain to them what you mean by underground versus mainstream and give examples of underground artists versus mainstream artists?
Like Justin Timberlake is a mainstream artist.
So are there any hip hop Justin Timberlakes you're alluding or referring
Uh,
to?
Eminem is a mainstream artist.
Okay.
Let me see. What's the other cats, man? House of Pain was mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? Beastie Boys definitely always was mainstream artists. Now some underground artists that became mainstream because they grew like that. I say like Wu Tang, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Even Jigga Man. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, shit, Cameron and them niggas, shit, 50 Cent and his shit.
Okay, so what do you feel about Run DMC, the Fat Boys, or Kid and Play? Were they mainstream artists?
Definitely. I mean, because hip hop was new, so they was as mainstream as you could get for hip hop or rap music at the time. You know what I mean? They was big. Them niggas had movies, mad videos. So hell yeah, they was mainstream, and they was making shit that people wanted to hear. So they was relevant. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody really want to hear no Run DMC shit right now. No new Run DMC. You
What
know?
about the Fat Boys or Kid and Play? Do people want to hear Fat Boys or Kid and Play?
I don't think so, man. Like people probably like they could probably go to Vegas or be at working at these casinos or doing the nostalgia shows or on a cruise or something. But like, I don't think they could, put out no shit that people really want to hear. Kid and Play probably could because I'm saying
Kid and
they had a
Play.
different kind of flavor. They could make party music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they could.
So they could probably still make some shit.
You think they're still working with Herbie Lovebug?
I doubt it, because Herbie Love from last I heard, he was in the tech world, so you know what I mean. I don't even think he do music really.
Herbie, what up? Herbie, what up? So give me some underground artists and give the people some underground artists to give some examples of underground. We covered mainstream pretty much good.
Like I said, okay, underground. Shit, Zaire Face, like you said in the last episode. Shit, let me see. Planet Asia. Uh, the white boy with the beard and shit. Action Bronson. The Puerto Rican kid from I think Boston on terminology. Give them underground people that have a name. Nigga that's doing this thing for me at West Side Gun. Them niggas is getting love on the underground. They ain't cracked the mainstream, but they moving and shaking in the underground world. So it's like a kind of a win for them niggas, you know what I mean? And I just said underground, them type of underground niggas because people don't really know them niggas yet, you know what I'm saying? But they underground niggas and they fighting on underground and they making their name on underground, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I commend anyone fighting on the underground for true hip hop. Me personally, right?
Yeah.
Because the people need to know what true hip hop is as well in the midst of this relevancy. And that's what I'm trying to ask the questions because I know you have a lot of insight and you can help guide the people like a shepherd or a soul joiner, as some may say. So let me ask you this. Do you think an artist should sign a major deal to be more relevant and socially accepted?
I mean, I don't know about all that shit. Sign a deal to be more relevant. Like, if you already relevant, you don't. Me personally, I don't know. Unless you feel like you need people to be on your shit, promoting your and pushing your shit because you can't do it. But if you already relevant, I wouldn't want to sign no deal with nobody. Me personally, because I would if I sign a deal, it's like a deal that's very beneficial for me because I'm already took care of most of the work. So you know what I mean. But if I'm somebody new and I'm like don't have no money or don't have shit going on, and they gonna give me some life, I'll probably run with it. You know what I mean? Depending on the shit they expect me to do. You know what I mean?
I feel you. So, okay, you mentioned West Side Gun. I see he's making a lot of noise. Peace, West Side Gun. Hopefully, you keep doing your thing. Keep a level head. You know what I'm saying? Keep making noise for the city of Buffalo. I call it Ruffalo. Note that, y'all. But I heard about a group that you are part of on the local scene called Gnostic Universal. What's going on with those cats? I still been waiting for them to, put more material out. And I don't know if the people, hey people, comment if you have any of the Gnostic Universal material. You know, I do, but I'm waiting on some more material to come out myself.
Well, presently we writing songs now for a project, you know, but that's to come. And I believe that shit coming out after like niggas y'all personal projects and shit, right? So it'll probably be like next year. No, no, what y'all say? Like the summer?
The dates have been to be determined on a lot of things. It's a lot of stuff going on from what I heard. So I thought you may
Yeah.
have had a little more insight. This stuff be it's like a bureaucracy sometimes. When
It's
you're dealing
mad
with
shit
organization.
in the pipeline, whatever. So
Right.
in due time, like Nazi Universal. I say Street Nazi because that's what the original name. But as evolution, we evolved to something new or something a little different from where we was at before. But man,
So I want to ask you a question because I'm still trying to dig in your brain to find out and figure out more about this underground. Because I've been introduced from Big 716, a member of the Street Gnostic group who made now Gnostic Universal. He put me down with this guy Willie the Kid, and I'm really interested to see if you have given him a ear because I really think this guy is an underground guy that someone really needs to listen to.
yeah, all right. Baby kid, all right. I mean, he could rap. You know what I'm saying? I think he MC. But do I really rock with his shit? Not really. You know what I'm saying? That's just because I don't feel his maybe it's his voice or whatever. It just don't grab me like that. But he alright, he a good rapper. You know what I mean? He not my cup of tea though, and I know he keeping it. What we consider on the underground, like keeping it 100 or talking about real shit. So you know, I just don't vibe with his shit. Now, I ain't saying he ain't kicked a couple hot lines or hot songs or verses here and there that I heard, but for the most part, I'm not digging jumping into his music like that.
What about Killer Priest? His name just came up as far as underground on a couple of the tweets. What about Killer Priest?
Shit, Killer Priest, definitely. I fucks with Killer Priest. Killer Priest hot. You know what I'm saying? KP is hot, man. And he has a really good catalog to me.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that Killer Priest has been one of the Wu Tang affiliates who have kind of like held the Wu Tang flag down through the years. What about Ali Vegas? He's trending now, like they're tweeting about. What about Ali Vegas? His name's up.
Ali ain't really relevant or the underground to me right now. I don't know the last time he dropped shit, and I listen to so much music from New York niggas and all of that. I'll be hearing him doing really nothing. I don't know where Ali Vegas is at. Ali Vegas was alright. I liked him more too when he was sounding like Nas when he was young, but as he grew, he started sounding like Jigga a little bit. I mean, he just lost me.
Okay. And I think this right here, because we had a talk, you and I, Big Just, we had a talk a few times about AZ from Brooklyn, AZ the Visualizer. And after listening to you, I personally don't put him mainstream. I think he's one of the best kept secrets in hip hop. He's one of the most slept on and underground artists, technically, in hip hop. But I want to know, and I want you to tell the people what you feel, man. I know the people want to know because I want to know.
What do I feel about AZ?
Yeah.
Shit, I
Is he
mean,
underground? Is he mainstream? Do you think he gets his just due when people do their rankings, the top lyricists, top MCs, so forth?
I think he get his just due. I think that people, real purists or real hip hop aficionados, would always say something like this. Oh shit, you got like fuck it, and they forgot about AZ. Like, oh yeah, shit, AZ, and you know what I'm saying? That shit would be like that. You know what I mean? So he get his just due based on that alone. Like being called underrated is kind of like his calling card. So it's like that shit make him, people won't say that. You know what I'm saying? But is he mainstream? He done some mainstream things, but he really not. He don't play the game like a mainstream nigga. Like just always out and on everything, or really, pushing his shit. Like I'm selling Nikes now. I'm selling whatever. Here you go, son.
Okay. What about one of my all-time favorite MCs? Come out of Bronx, DITC. No further ado, Lord Finesse. Do you know anything about the Lord Finesse guy?
I mean, DRTC about to put out some shit soon. The Funky Technician, dude. I know who Lord Finesse is. What was his name of his album? Food for Thought. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
one of them
I
was.
remember it's a black cassette. I remember you had that joint. I wasn't really feeling that joint back then. He could rap though. I'm not saying he can't rap.
Is he underground in your book or is he mainstream in your book? Just clarifying to
He
stay cohesive
definitely
to the
definitely
people.
underground. Definitely
Definitely.
underground.
Enough respect. He's one of the underground kings and fathers to the style of Big L. I think if Big L was here himself right now and he could tell y'all right now what Lord Finesse did for him,
He was his
he
Padawan though.
he was a great help for he was a great help to him. So that's what's up. You know what I mean? And I have one more question because you're doing an excellent job. Thank you for answering the questions for me and the people. Who are the most relevant hip hop artists in the game today? I need to know because I think and why. If you feel you have a list or something to
All
share.
right, yeah, I want to say this shit. Drake, cause he's a hit maker. I don't know if he write his own shit. I think he do though, cause he wrote other people's shit. So it's like I know to make hits. I've heard other artists say you need people to help you write. But on some this rap shit, the nigga could rap, you know what I mean? So and he making mainstream hits. And he fuck with the underground. He not underground, but he fucking put out shit with underground niggas all the time, you know what I mean? So, I respect his grind or rustle or hustle or whatever you want to call it. J. Cole, because he definitely grinds hard and his music is dope to me. And he really like a hip hop MC nigga, you know what I mean? And he make his own fucking beats.
Cole,
J. Cole, yeah.
that's what's up.
And let me see. You gotta say the nigga Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar is good. He makes some pretty decent stuff. I mean, I'm not all the way into his shit like that, but he alright to me. But I fuck with the game. The game had to me. Him and Scarface had the best two albums in 2015. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop albums, which shit was dope. Jadakiss album was good too, but like the game shit and Scarface.
Okay, what about Kanye or Jay Z or Rick Ross? How do you feel about them in terms of most relevant in their tenure?
They relevant niggas because they already did certain shit. But I'm saying like as far as like they music don't really affect me, man. Like I mean, but like niggas say, well, they talking over your head. Like okay, maybe so, but music is spiritual. So it's like fuck with y'all. They saying something about some Giuseppe's or whatever shoes. Like I don't give a fuck. The vibe is off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling the vibe. I don't feel them niggas music like that. I'm not saying I haven't felt some of their shit. Because niggas do rip shit down. Even Kanye. Go Hard, one of my favorite songs Kanye was on. Like, really, he ripped that shit, you know what I mean? And the shit with T Pain, I really liked that joint, the Good Life joint. That shit was tight, man. But and Jigga got joints, man, that I like. 12 a.m. on the way to the club joint, that's a banger. He rips niggas asses in that shit. The Takeover joint, the bam 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 bam. What was the name of that joint?
La
I'm the
Familia, I
realest
think.
around it. That just happened to rap.
Oh
You know the
yeah, I
name of that
remember that
joint?
joint.
Bam 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 bam
That's
bam.
nice. I know what you're talking about though. What about Rick Ross or Kanye though? Are you doing a great job on Jay Z?
I'm saying Kanye, like I said, Kanye. Huh?
Dirt off
Oh,
your
yeah,
shoulders.
dirt off
Thanks.
his shoulder.
Thanks, Hampton.
Kanye was yeah, like I said, he made a couple joints. Drake followed his like blueprint of job, like running with the underground, even though he was like a mainstream nigga, but doing shit with underground niggas hard to stay out there. You know what I'm saying? Like to get that kind of respect as an MC. You know what I'm saying? And Rick Ross good. He makes some good shit, but I don't really rock with his music. I mean, that Deeper Than Rap album, I think that was the album. That was a banging ass album, you know what I'm saying? That shit was tight, man. Lyrically and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I Rose, he's consistent. He has solid
I
beats.
can't say consistent though, really.
You can't say consistent.
I mean, I could say
Saying the
consistent,
material he put out.
but the brother don't really be selling no albums like that though. Like, and I'm talking about it's like he got be having good singles and shit. And I mean, like, yo, I know he rich and all that shit. I ain't talking about his bread. I'm saying like when you just looking at like, man, it ain't even like he was like on some Illmatic shit. You know what I'm saying? Where his shit got bootlegged so hard. It's like he ain't grabbing you to like really making motherfucker really want to go to the record store like that. To me, you know, what I mean, man, it just be looking weird now. You know what I'm saying? But he got a big face, a big name, so you know what I mean. He always wanted to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Now, business wise, I don't know. You know, he's rich as hell, or he could be poor. I don't know.
Well, let's talk about that. As far as relevance, people, we want you to all to know the money and the videos and the cars. It's not everything, but I guess it does tie into the relevance. So now, Rick Ross, he's very relevant. But you have mentioned, I want to go back to you said we were talking about Kanye. We would be remiss not to mention Lil Wayne and his impact and Drake's growth. But I want to know
Yeah,
from you, what do you feel about Lil Wayne as he relates to Drake growing in
shit.
such a fast time in the game?
I feel like he fucking helped the nigga. Yo, cause he pressed that joint. I feel like he helped the nigga because Drake used to rap just like Lil Wayne. Now he got his own shit for real. And shit, the nigga let him off the leash. The man making hits.
He is true
You know what
that.
I'm saying? And Lil Wayne is still one of the dopest lyrical niggas in the game ever. The spit.
Agreed. Agreed. Salute to Lil Wayne. Yeah, I know a lot of people may want him to, come to ruins. Kind of like, see, I love the Bible, the great like, don't live like a righteous life and die per se. But I hope the brother lives. Tupac passed away, Biggie passed away, Heavy D passed away, Sean Price passed away, Five Dog just passed away. A lot of legends have passed away in hip hop, and I feel Lil Wayne definitely has the ability to be another. So, with that said, if without any further ado, if you don't have anything more for the people, you answered all my questions. Episode 2, people go comment, go to Blackball at Outlook.com or Blackmagic77 at gmail.com.
Niggas on Gmail. I'm on Gmail. Blackbullgmail.com.
I'm sorry, correction,
Like you,
blackbull at gmail.
blackboardofgod at gmail.com. You know, but that's not where I'm posting the shit up there. You talking about leaving the comments there, right?
Leave the comments.
All right, well, shit. Now, we're gonna transition because we was bringing our other brother into the conversation. He's not gonna be on camera because he don't want to be on camera. But ask him basically the same, because that was the plan. You know,
Hampton, are you prepared to solemnly defend hip hop and tell the people your true unbiased opinion and stance on relevance in hip hop, the artists that are relevant in hip hop, and how you see the state of hip hop and its health and what can remedy, if there are any solutions necessary, what can remedy this state of hip hop, man. Come on, Hampton, we need your help. You're a hip hop baby and junkie too. Come on, man.
I guess the first thing I would say is the way the game's set up now. Relevance is just perspective. I guess Jess brought out the fact that if he's filling them, then they're relevant. But I think that's the whole part of any uh, music industry, fashion industry, television in itself. If it touches you, then it's relevant to you. There's a lot of commercials and footwear or clothes or movies that we've come and gone and we had no interest in. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't, whatever at that time, relevant to us at that time. Some things you might go back and go check just on recalling, and that's just good marketing also when somebody could bring up an issue and probably 6 months down the line you go back and say, let me see what's going on with this movie that I remember hearing about like 6 months ago. Um, I feel like the difference now is a lot of the relevance is not just music anymore. We be on the music stage. We be on the music stage. We're more on the multimedia stage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists now, even mainstream artists, as like a Beyonce, a Kanye West, have put out. Beyonce put out one of the first straight to iPhone or iTunes, Apple's store, music store album that went platinum in a few days. They said Kanye just sold like 60,000 records just through streaming. Those are the things I think are relevant. I don't think it's necessarily everyone and what they're doing. I just think is what people are doing and how they're doing it is more relevant now. It's not just, you know what I'm saying, at one time it was just hip hop. You rhyme well, shit, we know what the fuck you did when the cameras went off. We said we had no clue unless you made the news somehow. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more, like I
Great
said,
point.
multimedia where they want to know when the camera go off, who are you as a person, what your life is about. You know what I'm saying? How did you get to the perspective you got to? I think that's where it's at now. You know what I'm saying? I think what people are looking for is not necessarily just to be fans anymore. They want to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all music. I just feel like at this time we have the opportunity to interact with fans in a way you couldn't do it before.
Can I
You know what I'm
say
saying?
something on that with you though, brother?
Go ahead.
I feel like, man, that's true, but still, some shit is just weak, man. You know, like some niggas got they relevant, but it's like, yo, this shit is ridiculous, man. Like you was talking about some Lantan and Sleep and Eating them niggas earlier. You know what I mean? It's like buffoonery is at an all time high. Like, yo, but niggas getting money. That nigga that rap nigga Daylight, the battle nigga, he say some outlandish buffoonery shit, man. Like, yo, fucking niggas and all. I be like, man, and he a real credit.
No, see, but that's what I'm saying. Where
Or at least they say a real crib. I
no,
don't know if it is or
I'm
not.
saying but to his fan base, whoever his fan base is, you know what I'm saying, that's relevant. You know what I'm saying?
But
Let me
he's
talk before you. There's certain songs that I listen to are part of my life. I don't listen to every day. But I might come across it and still say, okay, then you know what I'm saying. Even though that group may not be relevant at this time, they were relevant at one time in my life.
word.
So I carry that in the perspective. Like I said, everyone. Yeah, you can't. This is. I think the illusion is that you're gonna feel everyone. You're not gonna feel everyone coming out.
True.
You're not gonna like everything that this person puts out. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna like. If he has 15 songs, I guess what a lot of people are just going for is like for you to like really like five of them. You know what I'm saying? For five of them to really be your favorites. You know what I'm saying? Another 10, you know what I'm saying? You can hear them some here and there. You can tolerate them. Then fine.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, man. Albums used to be the shit.
Yeah, because you
Niggas was taking time
no, but
making the
yeah,
album. Like, yo, this shit is tired.
but you
Listen to
brought
the
up
shit.
the true term, which is even we're using album just as a reference point now. That term in itself is irrelevant because it's basically a block of music that you produced at this time. You know what I'm saying? With the mixtapes, with the television, commercials, and all the things these people are doing. The guy puts out a whole album of 15 songs, and then you realize 2 months later that he has five more songs to out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say, oh, that was the album. Yeah, that's the album. Then where the other five songs coming from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like what we're doing right now, what's happening right now, is people are just making music at a block in a certain block of time. And this is the music I made from, like I said, if I just say, all right, this was my April album. You know what I'm saying? And it was just the songs I made in April. That's all, just to give people a reference. So you want to go fucking look it up on YouTube.
But
You
that's,
go
I
Hampton's
mean,
April album. You know what I'm saying? No, just that's what it is because like you said, albums aren't really selling that much. Some people are. You know
but
what I'm saying?
that shit be like, yo, the albums don't sell because the niggas getting all the shit free. But it be like, the shit be garbage though. Is all I'm saying. Like most of the shit that come out be dookie as hell. Like niggas, like man, old niggas trying to sound like young niggas.
What you're dealing with, like I said, is you're dealing with, like I said, relevant. Some people, like myself, I haven't listened to the radio in years. You know what I'm saying? If I do, it was never on, it's not on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I have recently, when I say years, I'm saying before this time, I've recently started listening like to Quiet Storm again. But oftentimes I don't because, like you said, yeah, this music isn't necessarily appealing to me. Depends on what mode I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what's happening right now.
Hey, Hampton, I'm listening to you guys, and I think you guys have such a compelling conversation going on. But you know, our time's winding down. We got to pay the bills. Sponsors, we still need more sponsors. Our GoFundMe page will be up soon. Everything. But I want to ask both of you guys. You both can answer it. We're running short on time, so please keep it brief. Soldier Boy, because Big Just the Real had mentioned something about like man can't sleep and eating things. So I developed the idea, but I want to hear from you guys. Artists like Soldier Boy. I know that he used to be very successful, but is he still relevant to you guys?
Yes.
And if he is, do you guys consider him a hip hopper per se, an MC? I need to hear from both you guys. We got like a
Definitely,
minute. Come on.
definitely not no MC, but you know what I'm saying. He's relevant because he's a producer, and that little nigga stayed. It seemed like on the road all over the world. I see his shit up on Instagram and shit. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Enough respect to my man. What's the young soldier boy getting that guap, producing like my man J Cole. All that double dipping, kid. Keep it up, Hampton. Your take on it. You got the floor. You close us out. Yay! Comment. Email us.
definitely
GoFundMe will
coming,
be up.
definitely coming.
Well, our page will be up soon as far as our website. Hampton, come on, take us home, baby.
I feel like I agree with Just. You know what I'm saying? I think back when we talk about relevance, you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes we can not see an artist anymore, and this person is actually writing, producing for other people. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the blessing also now that a lot of people are writing and ghostwriting for other people, and they may not be relevant as an artist per se, but as a writer, they're still winning awards and getting accolades and money.
Enough respect, Hambone. Great assessment. You know, peace. All things hip hop.
All things hip hop.
In your face, 716. Here we are.
Leave a comment, man.